All right, so check this out. I'm gonna need all my people to help out. Check this out. If you know of a house, not an apartment, not a shed, not a shack, not a, you know what I mean? A house, hopefully with a garage. Need 3 bedrooms. Need 2 bathrooms. If anybody, you know what I'm saying, look, I pay my bills, you know what I'm saying, I go to work. I handle my business. People that know me. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying, I have a credit profile. You can check that too. I pay my bills. I uh I need a place to rent for me and my family. If anybody knows of somebody or got the hookup, holla at your boy. You know what I mean? Share it, pass it. You know what I mean? Uh, all I can do is ask. Anything y'all can do is appreciate it. It's getting hard on the yard. It's getting kind of, you know what I'm saying, everything is it runs up to the limit. And then, you know what I'm saying, okay, I can take care of this. Oh, okay. All right, I got to take care of this. Bills, bills, bills. Everything costs more. You know what I mean? I'm not making no more. They're actually giving me less. My hours got cut. I love my job. I got a good job. I got a career. You know what I'm saying? But right now, you know what I'm saying? This, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot of work. So, as with everything else, you know what I'm saying? If there's no work, got to cut your hours back. So now, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to running, you know what I'm saying? I'm used to doing 50-hour weeks. That means 10 hours is overtime. That's 10 hours, 8 hours of time and a half, and 2 hours of double time every week. So now I'm just getting the basic, you know what I'm saying, 40 hours. And it's like, you know what I'm saying, this is hitting me where it hurts. And, you know what I'm saying, not only that, you know what I mean, I got Uncle Sam, you know what I'm saying, hands all up in my check. I don't know, folks, you know what I'm saying, I'm not, I'm, I'm supposed to go exempt. Man, Uncle Sam, come and get your money. That's the problem now. You know what I'm saying? I went exempt when I first got out of prison. When I first got out of prison, I didn't have no, you know what I'm saying? I was starting over. I got into a drug program and, you know what I'm saying? I started over with nothing. And, you know, like I said, I'm living my best life. I've been, uh, I was 7.5 years ago, I was still incarcerated. This is the best life I've ever lived. This is the longest I've been out since I was 9 years old. It's sad to me because I mean it's also funny because I don't let nothing I'm saying get me down. This is what I've been through. This is what makes me who I am. This doesn't stop me from doing anything. I constantly work on self, constantly trying to build myself up to be a better person. And I think my wife has told me. She told me I'm doing good. So I'm gonna go with what she says because she says and she said. Nah, but I've been working hard on self in a lot of ways, and I still got a long way to go because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose my temper and end up back in the cage for the rest of my life. You know, and that's the thing. You know what I mean? I've been through anger management 12 times. I got a toolbox full of tools, and I know how to use most of them. It's hard. It's hard. The hardest thing I had to do was ask for help. I don't like to ask nobody for nothing. Nothing. And that's a personal thing. The real reason is because when I was incarcerated, I had a situation. And I first got to this prison. I just got transferred and I just got to this place. And then this guy, he was giving me stuff. And I'm like, I'm saying, oh, okay. I mean, I didn't have nothing. So he's like, oh, yeah, I'm saying, we'll just take care of it later. Don't worry about it. Here, you want some cookies? Here, you want some soups? Here. Hey, don't worry about it. I mean, it started out with some toothpaste. I needed some toothpaste. I didn't like the tooth powder. So when you first get to a prison, you don't have your property. So I don't have none of my stuff. Plus, I just came from reception, didn't have, I'm saying, anything yet anyhow. I haven't been to the canteen. I got in a couple fights and ended up, I'm saying, in the hole and then got transferred out. And now, I'm saying, I'm at this new place and it's like, oh, okay, so this dude was giving me stuff. And I'm young, I'm saying, I'm 19, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? I've been through the juvenile system and, I know how it is. And I heard all the war stories and horror stories and all. And, you know what I'm saying? This dude sex played me over some, some little crumbs that he gave me. So I guess that was, you know what I'm saying? I missed the date, you know what I mean? Because he was trying to buy something and, you know what I'm saying? It went bad because I didn't know how all this works. But you know what I'm saying, if you get something from somebody, you owe somebody. But at the time, you know what I'm saying, in prison, you know what I'm saying, if you told somebody, hey man, you know what I'm saying, that stuff I owe you, yeah, well, I'm keeping that, so you paid. Then you don't owe him no more. What? So you know what I mean, I didn't know this. I found this out because I'm in the shower and a guy comes up telling me, hey man, you know what I'm saying, can I get paid? What? And you know what I'm saying? The dude's like, yeah, man, can I get paid? Man, I fired on that dude. You know what I mean? I got on shower shoes. We in the shower. I didn't get him good. But man, it was like he hit the ground. He fell, but his feet was going like on a cartoon. You know how the cartoon character is still there, but his feet going real fast, and then finally he takes off. Man, he hit the ground, and his feet was going so fast he was peeling out the whole way up out of the shower. I came after him because man, look, the dude was begging, stop, man, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how all this goes. I'm just thinking you trying, you know what I'm saying, trying to sex play me. I mean, I don't and so then later on, you know what I'm saying, because he was black, and you know what I'm saying, the homie got at me and the big homie like, well, go over there, tell that motherfucker you paid. If you got a problem with that, y'all can get down. If not, you don't owe him no more. All right. So I go over there. All right, man, we're good. You know what I'm saying? We're good. You don't owe me nothing. All right. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, stay away from that dude. You're a booty bandit. I didn't know nothing about I heard, you know what I'm saying, there's homosexuals on the yard. You know what I mean? There was like, you know what I'm saying, one or two. And you know what I'm saying, that man, look, do your thing. This is level one, people going to fire camp. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna go to fire camp. You know what I mean? I'm do my training and get ready. I'm gonna go to fire camp. Yeah, no, that didn't work out.